Now we are live. Hello, hello. I'm so excited to start this week. Decided to switch things up, and instead of working on paintings like I normally do, I'm going to work on some hand sewing. So yeah, I am currently working on season finale Jinx, and I have the rest of her outfit, but I never completed the shark hood in time. So today I'm going to be working on the shark hood. Last night I cut out the fins to the shark hood and everything. I cut out all the fabric. Like I have the little teeth right here. I probably won't get to these to the stream. I'll be happy if I get done with the fins. And I have also the rest of like the base of the hood here done as well, cut out and pinned. So my plan is, the fabric is, I love the color, perfect color, but it's a little thin, and I wanted this hood to have somewhat of structure. I know it's supposed to be floppy, but I wanted it to give it a little bit more strength. So it's not just so flimsy and just almost weightless. Like, I wanted to have weight. So I double lined it. So that's why there's two pieces here. So once I double line it, then I'll sew these pieces together. And same for the whole hood itself. But yeah. But how I start hand stitching, it does take more time than, sure, I could do this a lot faster with the machine, but the machine's not all set up right now, and the space that I use the machine on is it's just not all set up. So instead I'll just be hand stitching it. And also this way too. Oh my gosh, it's already getting tangled. We haven't even started yet, and it's already getting tangled. But it's all good. I don't mind hand stitching. Hello! Oh, it's Vanny! Hi, Vanny! How you doing? And I see Ka's here too. Hi, Ka! Working on Jinx's shark hood. Should have wiped off this table first. There's so many, like, fur from my animal ears. Oh man, already? Aw. Well, I'm sending you positive energy to get re-energized. Hey, maybe this stream can give you some energy to make it through the next half of your day. Hey, it's Win! Hi, Win. How you doing? Oh, I just saw your message, Caught, that you're watching it in VR. How is this stream in VR? Oh my gosh. Yeah, talk about immersive. Going pretty good, Win. I'm glad you're doing good. Oh, wow. Oh my gosh, yeah, that's a long day, Vanny. Aw. Still, I send you all the positive energy, and I hope that day goes good. Just take it 1 hour at a time. And then and then after work, just look forward to some nice rest and food. I'll be good. Hopefully everything else goes good for ya. Oh, you're watching me on a big screen. So it's like watching me on a big screen. Almost like a movie size. Ooh, nice, Vanny. That's exciting. If you feel like sharing the mask that you're making, feel free to put it in the Discord because I wanna see how it turns out. That sounds super exciting. Exactly when. Look, Mom on TV. Exactly. Yeah, so what I'm doing uh, for this is so basically I'm gonna stitch along here and I'm gonna stitch here, but I won't stitch here because this bottom part is where it's going to sew into the rest of the hood. So I have to be careful because I've sewn before where I'll just get into a rhythm and I'll just keep going, and then um I'll be like, wait, I wasn't supposed to sew there. Yeah, and this fabric's super silky. It's not silk, but it's like kind of slippery. Actually, I'm kind of glad that I am hand sewing this. I'm learning how to sew, but I'm not super skilled, so I feel like with this kind of fabric on the machine, I would probably be like constantly stitching, unstitching, and it would be slipping around. So maybe actually overall it is actually better that I am hand sewing it. Ah, I got it. I got you, Vanny. That's cool that the mask is 3D printed. That makes it really nice and easy too. Well, as long as your print's good, as long as the print turns out good, then and you don't have to sand too much, it's pretty easy and nice. Nice. Yeah, Echo's mask is cool too. I thought about one time just making Echo's mask just as a like prop to put on the prop wall because I think it looks cool. Yeah, pretty much all 3D prints need at least a little bit of sanding, even the really good prints, especially if you're like gluing like pieces together and gluing pieces together, putting that Bondo and sanding it down to get it all smooth. Yeah, it's a part of the process. And that's all right. Hey, like we all start from somewhere, and each time you make something, you'll grow your skills, learn and gain skills. Yeah. All right. So now I'm gonna tie off this piece. Yeah, with the flowers. I was like, I just braided my hair and I was like, it needs flowers. So I quickly clipped it some flowers before the stream. I want to do a Rapunzel Jinx so bad. So bad. I'm kind of torn though if I do Rapunzel Jinx or Jinx Rapunzel. I think I'm leaning a little bit more towards the Jinx as Rapunzel, but we'll see. That is something on my cos plans that I really want to do because it looks like so much fun. And since it's purely fan base, like you can kind of do whatever you want. And I want to see what kind of materials I have at home where maybe I could use some things that I already have. I'm bummed I don't have a whole lot. Like, I have corsets, but I don't have like a whole lot of like pinky ones or purple or pastels. I just don't have pastel colors. I have some, but not a lot. It's mainly earth tones, so I'm like, man, bummer I can't just use what I got. Looks like I'm gonna have to make a lot of stuff. Hey, it's Nacho. Hi, Nacho. How you doing? Yeah, exactly. When it's like there's like two variations. There's like Rapunzel dressed as Jinx, and then there's Jinx dressed as Rapunzel. And I'm thinking I'm leaning more towards Jinx dressed as Rapunzel. Even though both would be really cute, I would be very happy to make both. And that would be very much my style of how I do things. I know for those of you who know me IRL or have known me and followed me for a while, that's usually how I do things. I can't decide, so I'll just do both. Yeah, it's kind of. We'll see. We'll see. I have too many projects in the work, too many cosplays already, like, half started. Did something happen to the stream avatars? Oh, they're back. What happened? They, like, disappeared. Something didn't happen on my end, did it? Oh, Ka did what Ka does best. I see. I see. You spooked me there for a second. I actually thought. Sorry, I can't get this thread. I actually thought something happened on my end to the stream avatars. All of a sudden, I just see all like the dragons fading away, and I'm like, what happened to them? I'm like, uh-oh. I'm like, I don't really want to deal with technical difficulties today. I don't want to. I'm in a good rhythm. Yes, Win, you were right. They got Thanos snapped. Exactly. That's what that action should look like. Like whoever summons it just it pulls the little dragon pulls out the golden gauntlet with all the infinity stones and snaps his fingers. Ooh, very cool, Vanny. That's awesome. Yeah, seriously, if you feel like sharing the Discord and your cosplay progress. It's awesome. Oh man, I wish you the best of luck, Nacho. Hey, Nacho, if you ever need any help, I can help you with your con crunching. We're both in the con crunching boat. And why does it always happen too? It's like, oh, I have time, I have time, I have time. And then all of a sudden it's like, I don't have time. It's this week. Guys, I can't believe Fan Fusion is this weekend. I'm so excited. I'm actually getting like con jitters. It's I'm excited. I love Fan Fusion. It's one of my favorite cons. It really is. I'm super excited. I have some new products that I can't wait to show off. Yeah. Aww. Thank you, Vanny, for stopping by. And I'll be here till 12, so if you want to stop in again, you're more than welcome to. But anyways, have a good day at work and I'll see you later. Bye. Yeah. I'll make sure too to I know I've been bad at like posting progress pictures on my Discord. On my own Discord. I'm like, everyone post your progress pictures. I want to see. And then me, I'm like, oh, I forget. That's not a good model. um, yeah, whatever. Um, but yeah, I'll try to post pictures of how far along today I get on this shark hood because my two goals for today is to work on this shark hood, and if I kind of get tired and done with it, then I am going to work more on animal ears. More ears. Have a really big inventory. I'm excited. Got all these new fur patterns. Or fur colors. Why did I say patterns? Fur colors. Yeah, which I'm super excited to share with everyone. Yes, more ears. Yeah, too. I also got just came in yesterday. Oh my gosh, I was so excited. I got ordered car peekers, which is a completely new product for me. Using the little zodiac chibis. Hopefully people like them. Here, I'm gonna do this one stitch right here and I'll show you all the brand new car peekers. I'm super excited. So that one here, Cancer, the kind crab, and Taurus, the earthy bull, and very balanced Libra. So yeah, I'm really excited. I hope people like these. I really love how they turned out. And they are meant for your car. So they're like waterproof, UV resistant, all that good stuff. And these will be available at Fan Fusion. If they get really positive feedback, then I will be making more. Yeah, I hope because I personally like I'm like these are really cute. These are really cool. Oh man. What meme are you making now? What meme are you making now, Win? So there you go. Now you got a little sneak peek of some brand new products. Gonna be at my booth. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'll have to check it out in a minute. What did you post? Is it me being a very surprised squirrel brain? Let's see. I'm looking. No, wait. I'm getting through it. What did you... No? Memes. Looking for the memes. Posted in a meme channel. I don't see it. It hasn't come in through for me yet. Oh, wait. Here it is. Athena the Fairy, after she makes a bunch of animal ears. 200,000 units already. Oh my. And then you paired it with the Star Wars. The clone troopers. Oh my gosh. Yep, pretty much. Yeah, I feel that. Kind of the ears have taken a life of their own. Yup. No, you are 100% right. Yup. I should just print that out and hang it up as a sign by my ears. This is the life of the cosplay animal ears. Yeah. That was so funny. Oh my gosh. Absolutely hilarious. There we go. Sometimes these threads kind of get like twisted and tangled together. I know this is the long way to sew, but personally I kind of find it actually really peaceful sewing like this. I know it's probably like, oh my gosh, the hood is gonna take you forever. Nah, it won't. Especially if I'm just like zoning out. Yeah, we're just talking and hanging with you guys. There we go. Also, another reason why I love cosplay so much is because, like, you get to work with so many different mediums. It's really a mixed media realm where there's always something new, some new thing to play with, new technique. Or I've been painting a lot, and I'm like, you know what? Working with fabric sounds like fun. Oh, hello, it's Mr. Hangman. Hi. Hello. Welcome. Yeah, working on Jinx's shark hood today. And so this is the fin of the hood. Yeah. How you doing, Mr. Hangman? Yeah. I know it doesn't look like much now. It looks like just a purple triangle. But I swear it is the fin to a hood. Last night I was messing around with the pattern even more. I did purchase a pattern because to make the process go faster, but the pattern I bought took me 1 second to look at it. Then I was like, sad. This isn't a very good pattern. All right, I guess I'm drawing my own pattern. All right. Guess I'm making my own. Oh, wow. Longboarding. That's fun. Cool. Well, I'm glad that you didn't hurt yourself, and being a little sore isn't terrible. But oh my gosh. Yeah, I hope you feel better. Just make sure you rest and take care of yourself. Yeah, at least you didn't hurt yourself too seriously or anything. But hey, did you at least have fun? Well, now you're here, you can just chill and watch me do little tiny stitches at a time on two pieces of fabric and just rest. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I've never tried myself. I don't know. Really, like the only physical activities I ever do is I like to walk and hike. It's like my favorite. I don't know. And there I was. I was about to say something, and then I was I ended up poking my finger because I wasn't paying attention, but then I forgot what I was gonna say. That's me. Hey, that's really nice. That's nice. That's really nice, Mr. Hangman, that you can actually walk or take a bus almost everywhere. That is. Sometimes I kind of wish I lived in a town like that where I could just walk everywhere. Do you win? Do you make the same mistakes with glass where you're like thinking of something else and oh, but glass is so sharp too. You could get really cut on that. Eeh. Okay, yeah. No, I think glass takes definitely max concentration for sure. Oh man. I bet. I know it's crazy. Like, especially with glass, like you see this little teeny piece and you think nothing of it, and then it like cuts you. At one time, I took glass blowing classes, and where we had to file down and polish the glass pieces where like it's called a punty. It's basically where the glass was came from like the metal pole that you shaped your glass on, and you have to take that off, put it in the kiln, let it set, and it's super sharp, and also it's ugly. So you have to put it on these like it's basically like this grinding wheel that has microscopic little tiny diamonds in it, and it smooths down the glass. But also at the same time, those glass shards would come and hit my hands, and I would have like these little micro cuts all over my fingers. And it was crazy because I would never feel them until like the next day, because also at that same time I was doing henna, and every client that comes in, I wipe down their arm or hand with alcohol. And then that's when I would notice the teeny tiny cuts on my hands, was when I would grab the alcohol swab and go down, like wipe off their hand or arm, and be like, it would sting my own hand, the alcohol. And I'd be like, where's this cut? And then of course it would turn red and I could find it. And by the way, these cuts on my hands are not from art. It's actually from my cat. And that's just Clove being Clove. Oh, hello, Evo Lee. Welcome. Hi, hi. Aww. I'm sorry, Mr. Hangman, that the longboard wasn't as fun as you were hoping it to be. Maybe it's I don't know anything, but maybe it's one of those things that has like a learning curve to it. Maybe try to give it, I don't know, maybe try to give it another chance. I don't know, with how sore you are, you're probably like, I don't want to give it another chance. But I'm sorry it ends up not being as fun as you wanted it to be. Always a bummer feeling. Aw, thank you, Evilly. Thank you. Yeah, I thought to switch up my hair a little bit and add some flowers into it. Why not? Yeah, oh, when I was like, you've seen something like that at the Ren Fair, and I was like, what are you talking about? Yes, now I know what you're talking about, the glass blowing at the Ren Fair. Yeah, so um the there's two types of glass blowing. There's hard glass and soft glass. I forget which is which. One's with the teeny torch that's like you can do all your work at a single table, and the other one's where you're actually standing up and you're going to a station and you're going over to a kiln, and there's lots of flames and fire, and it's like a big area. That's the big area one, is the one I did. And so yeah, I know what you mean, and it's fun when they do like little tutorials and stuff of how they make like a potion bottle or something like that. Yeah, it kind of brings back memories when I took that class. Well, yeah, when I took the glass blowing class. I didn't take it at the Ren Fair. Yeah, Mr. Hangman, don't do uh anymore. Just let your body rest. You don't want to make yourself even more sore. That would really suck. Glass blowing is really cool. Yeah, I remember I took a trip as, I don't know, I was like 11 or 12, and we took like a trip to um where were we? We were somewhere, and there was a studio, like an art studio with they had glass blowing in the window, and I thought it was so cool. I'm like, one day I want to try that. And then not fast forward in time, um, there became an opportunity where I could take a class. So I was like, yeah, I'll take a class. But yeah, I'm trying to think. I think that was our trip to Washington State. I think so. It was like in one of those cute little grounds with tons of galleries and that kind of stuff. Fun to walk around. Okay, I probably cut this thread way too long for this piece. Just saying. So when I do stuff like this on accident, I'll just move on to the next piece, and then my next thread I'll just cut shorter. So I'm gonna do the same thing to this. But yeah, there we go. And these pieces, once they're sewn together, I am going to then that's when I'll sew then the two halves. Yeah, and as you can see, the type of stitch I'm doing here is, so I come from, so basically, actually the best way to explain it is from here. So I basically, how big do I want my stitch to be? I'm coming from the back side, and basically it's like where my stitch is going to start. So I'm kind of stitching backwards a little bit. So where's it going to start? Pull it through, and then where does it end? And go back. And so you can see it kind of has like this loop kind of thing, and it's more secure and solid than stitching where it's just kind of like street lanes. It looks like it, but it's a little bit more secure because of the loops. Oh my gosh, I remember learning this stitch at first and I kept getting so confused because I was like, wait, it's like going backwards but forwards at the same time. Just weird. But yeah. Maybe, oh my gosh. And then of course the loops keep getting around the pins. Hey, maybe I'm gonna finish this line here and I'll move over to the teeth and show you how I'm gonna make the teeth kind of switch it up. It's very much just same. Same. Here we go. And I hope that by double lining it, it really gives it the structure that I want. It should anyway. All right. So I'll tie it off here. Here we go. Ah, and this thread, I don't know why it's so silky. It's like it's super pretty and it's strong thread, but oh my gosh. Like slips through my fingers. I tie it off. And I always do several knots so that it doesn't come undone. I never just trust one knot. Yeah, as you could see, I'm probably being a little excessive. But I don't want it to come undone, which has happened to me. That's why I'm like, it's not going undone this time. There we go. Alright, so how about I, just for the time being, put this aside, and I'll work on one of the teeth. So I have these ones are the big ones, which will be, I noticed that the teeth where they start at the front of the head and then they go to the sides and set down, it is bigger here and then medium and then small. So this is going to be one of the big ones. And I have some of this really cool, like, kind of silvery purple thread that I want to use. And she does have big stitches that go along the edges here, but that'll come later. Because my idea is that I'm going to make this, and then I'm going to put a piece of EVA foam inside, and that will give the teeth structure so they don't kind of flop around. It's like they'll be actual triangles. Or not triangles, this is like a diamond shape. Yeah, teeth. Yeah. I'm hoping to get this shark. I wanted to get this shark hood for done for Game On, and then it was gonna be level up, and now I'm like Fan Fusion. Oh my god, still not done. Just been busy, 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 especially with my own art. Especially just trying to get ready for Fan Fusion. All right. So my plan is to stitch along these sides here. This I'm gonna leave open so that I have an opening to put my piece of foam in. And I'm doing that same like backwards stitch. Backwards forward stitch. Yeah, this fabric's thicker, so it's actually a lot easier. It's not as silky. Hey, maybe I'll continue as this for tomorrow. See how much I'll get done today and tomorrow too. That might be a good stream for tomorrow, especially that it'll lead right into Fan Fusion, which will be nice. Yeah, and something too I like about the hand stitching versus the sewing machine. So I really wanted this shark hood to look kind of gritty and rustic and not perfect. It's like perfect and not perfect at the same time. Kind of like my Jinx cosplay where she's just like dirty and rough, and I wanted to make it look like she made this hood. So it'll be a little bit more gritty with the it being hand sewn. which I'm excited about. You're good, Mr. Hangman. Yeah, sewing is definitely not an easy skill to acquire. I was very intimidated too when I started. I will say though that starting off with foam smithing and moving on to sewing helped me because one of the big things is how do patterns work. And I learned how patterns worked a lot from foam smithing. Working with foam in a pattern is much more forgiving because you can easily just like glue on if you need to make something bigger, or if you need to make something smaller, you can just cut it away. Fabric, you can't do that. If it's too big or too small, you have to start over. Otherwise, it's just not going to fit right. So I understand patterns, how which stitches work for what and what fabrics. I'm still learning. I'm also learning which way to put the pattern on the fabric too. Oh yeah. Hey, that's a good start to start making clothes your for your puppets. No, that's good. I bet that would be fun though, like to make teeny little clothes. I've made little dolls before, and that was a lot of fun. A lot of work though. No! Oh, that makes me sad. Hey, I believe though in art, there's always an ugly phase. Every piece goes through an ugly phase, and you just have to work through it. Also, don't look at your mistakes as failures, look at them as learning lessons. So instead of being like, oh my God, this is so frustrating, being like, well, what skills did I learn from this? Well, I learned that you can't do this or that instead of, throwing it all away. You gain knowledge. So that's how I always just look at it that way. You're gaining knowledge, you're not creating failures. Oh my gosh, I believe it. I believe it. I know those little puppets, little dolls, little figures, they take a long time. Little things take a lot of time to do. So I completely understand you on that. Especially like my little paintings, my little canvases all take so much time. Hey, but you know what? Keep practicing, keep learning. Also, too, I found with clothes making is don't cut corners because you'll pay for it in the end. It just will be not fun. Yeah, there's a couple of cosplays where I like cut corners and I end up going back and making them correct. And honestly, it's so much better just to make things how they're supposed to right from the get-go. Because it holds up better, it's not falling apart most of the time. Ah, I see. But that's okay. That's all right, Mr. Hangman. Hey, creating is a process. And it takes time and it takes passion and dedication. Not nothing like just happens overnight, you know? To be super skilled at your craft doesn't just happen overnight with no effort. Aww. I'm sorry, Mr. Hangman. Hey, you know what? I feel that when you have goals for a project and they just don't meet the deadline that you wanted because I don't know, I feel like life sometimes just gets super busy. At least for me, anyway. Like, that's at least what I usually find, where I'll be like, I want to get this project done by then. Hey, look at this season finale Jinx. I created it in a little over a week, and I wanted to get this shark hood done for 2 cons, past cons already, and now here's the third where I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna finish it. I'm gonna do it. No expectations though. I'm not gonna beat myself up if I don't get it done in time. Hopefully I get it done in time. I think your shark hood's cute. Ever since like that like teaser of season 2 came out where she appeared with the shark hood, I was like, wait, I want to cosplay this so bad. And so did like every other Jinx cosplayer, like, wait, I must have this shark hood. Alright, so now that I have my piece here, what I'm gonna do is turn it inside out. There we go. And I don't know, I might have to cut this foam. Oh gosh. I might have to cut this a little smaller. This piece of foam. Maybe not. Maybe I can make it squish. See, this is where it's like crafting. It's all about experimenting. I don't even know if some of this will work. Sure, was there a pattern and tutorial to this that I got? Yes. Was I heavily disappointed? Yes. Oh, I just realized something. Hold on. Is this supposed to go? Yeah, this is the right way. I was like, wait, did I just reverse something? So I think this is... I'm gonna pull this out a little bit more. Yeah, even me. I still learn. I'm still experimenting. So this did not fit as perfectly as I wanted it to. But I'm trying to decide if these teeth are gonna be big enough. But I don't want to recut everything. I already cut everything. I might go into the seam allowance more. Like, you know how I was going along this dotted line? I might go in a little bit more, make them slightly larger. Because I wanted it to be, to cover this whole thing with fabric. This needs work. See, look, I even have it right here. It needs work. I'm gonna put it aside because I'll figure it out off stream. But yeah, that's my idea. It's just a tad too small. I could cut it, but I really want them to be this big. I don't want, it'll be too small if I cut the foam and go along with this Yeah, but you can kind of see my vision of what I wanted to do. I want this like this, and then I'll do little stitches across here to hold the foam in place, and then that's what they'll look like. But yeah, I'm excited. All right. Well, I'm back onto the fin. or hold on. Maybe I could try with this piece. I have another piece of foam, and I'm going to go along the seam allowance and basically going to go like halfway, something more like this. And this might actually give me the room I need to make my own vision possible. Okay. And this is also why I like Jinx so much, is because even if it turns out a little messed up, I think it ends up looking better. Oh wow. Hey, that's really cool, Mr. Hangman. That is awesome. That you have like so many of those shorts like in the process. Hey, keep working on your projects. Just keep going. I know it's like hard to like sometimes stick to one project and finish it, because having a creative mind, you always have so many ideas. But I feel you there. Cause oh my gosh, I have a million started and I want to start a million more. But no, just keep going, keep working at it. Maybe set a new goal of when you want your short to get finished. Maybe that would be a good idea. Aw, thank you, Win. Thank you for always the support. Even when things don't go as planned. I'm really glad I gave myself such a big seam allowance on this. Itchy. Thank you, Win. Thank you. I'm grateful that you're always so supportive. And thank you everyone for being here today and just hanging out as I sewing today. Something new. You get to watch me experiment live. Which normally I'm very self-conscious about. Like, I'm not self-conscious of talking about experimenting, but actually showing it, because sometimes my experimentation like process, I can look very scatterbrained and all over the place. Like here, like I just said, I'll put it aside. No, wait, I have an idea. I'm not gonna put it aside right now. And then I'll put it aside again. And I'm like, wait, I have an idea. I know how I'm gonna solve this. Hold on. And since here on the stream I just have limited time, I want to have like a set idea. What am I doing? What's my goal for today? What are we gonna finish? Ah, I have tea. Very nice tea. Tea today. I already had coffee. Yeah. Okay, I think this is gonna work. I think. I hope it's gonna work. I'm just gonna put energy that it is. Otherwise, if not, I have more of this white fabric. Kind of fun fact about this fabric. This was just like scrap fabric that was from some other project that I decided to use. Yeah, that was the cool about that. My season finale Jinx is that I really tried to use pieces of clothes, fabric, things I already had. The only thing I got was this purple fabric in the wig. But I really wanted it to be, what supplies do I have that I can already use up? And any failures is going to turn into stuffing for the tails I want to make. Yeah, I want to start making animal tails to match my animal ears. We'll see how that goes. That's going to be a whole process because I have like ideas of how to make them. But it's going to be a lot of work. We'll see. We'll see if I even like the process. Again, that was something I wanted for Fan Fusion, but oh well, it didn't happen. Didn't happen how I wanted it to. I didn't have time to make prototypes or start anything, so. But what do you all think? I think tails to pair with the ears would be, that'd be a nice pairing, I think. Alright, gotta tie this off. I really hope it works. Because that would be, that'd be awesome. I'd be happy. Right. No. This thread is so slippery. There we go. And funny little fact too is I actually save these little thread scraps. And I kind of have an idea. They look so cool. Like, look at them all clustered together. They look cool. I have like some resin making ideas I want to do with the threads that I think would be cool. I don't know. I see scraps and I see them and I'm like, wait, I can make something with that. Something that might turn out cool. Maybe that's just a me thing. I don't know. There we go. Alright, just gonna tie this off. If this does not work, I promise I will go back to the fin. Oh my god. Don't slip away. Don't slip away, thread. There we go. And I'm gonna have to cut this too. There we go. Alright. And then I just start like how I was doing. I didn't draw a very good line on this side for my new seam allowance line. That's okay. I can imagine it in my brain. go. And like the other one, I'm going to continue stitching along here, but then leave this part open. There we go. All right. So is anyone else like creating anything at the moment? Is anyone doing any art with me, or is everyone just chilling? Curious. And that's okay if you're just chilling, just having a good time. I'm all here for it. Yeah. Here for the good vibes. Oh, you should definitely draw something, Win. Yeah. Or just chilling, all's good, all's welcome. But hey, it's fun to doodle too. What? Oh, I get it. Okay. I don't think I double dash. I don't think I know that game call. Well, you said you were watching me on the VR, right? So is this like a VR game? I'm not familiar with it. And something with a dolphin? Oh, Mario Kart. Oh, okay. Gotcha. That makes a lot more sense. I was like, what? I was imagining some kind of aquatic game with the dolphin. Nice. Playing some Mario Kart. Fun. I think so. The whole pet name talk. Was that like the different consoles were gonna have different names, like animal names, but they ended up not going through with it? Ah, okay, I remember. Oh, now that makes a lot more sense why you said dolphin. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Well, I wish you luck on Mario Kart. That's always been a game I was so bad at. Like, it's a popular game, like, to play. I know so many friends like to play it, and it is a fun party game. But oh my gosh, I'm so bad at Mario Kart. Alright, now I'm gonna flip this inside out. And hopefully it works better. I'm almost wondering if this seam too is too big. Like I should have made it one of the little ones. Oh, wait! Does it work? Oh, it actually works. Haha! Look at that! Okay, I just needed a smaller seam allowance. It works! It's cool now. Awesome. Look at that! Alright, and then for these pieces here, So what I need to do is I need to pin down this foam. Well, first of all, I need to make sure that's all in the right, it's all in the same kind of area. Yeah. Oh yeah, the dolphin is the emulator. Okay, I got you. I got you, Ka. That's super cool. Exactly, I saw it. It works. So I'm taking the foam and I am actually, this is not gonna work. I'm gonna use these for this because I want to keep the foam in place while I'm sewing it down. So I have these awesome, here, let me get one with the color. With these awesome, they're like little pinchies. Oh my gosh, and they're so nice, especially with fabrics that are slippery. Maybe I should put the fins on that. But fabrics that are slippery and things like this where I need to like really pin it down. Don't want them to move. Yeah, I need kind of stretch fabrics as well. These pins are super good for. And they're so good too that they are also a part of my display at my booth. I discovered that they're really good at like hanging things up on my like the grate walls. There we go. And then all I'm gonna do is I gotta decide which side I want to see. I kind of like actually this side slightly better. Well, no, I think I like, here, I'm gonna do this. I think I should stitch along here to keep this together, and then I'm gonna, no, I don't think that'll be necessary. I'm just gonna fold it over. See, this is my experimentation, my experimental self. I'm like, I'm gonna do this. No, it's okay. Not necessary, because I'm gonna stitch it anyway. And I think my next teeth that I do, I'm not gonna do the big side like this. I'm actually gonna do the a smaller side so the seam's not so big. But haha, it worked. Nope, wrong way. No, right way. These ones are wrong. Whoop! That flew. I'll pick it up later. I'll find it later, wherever it has gone to. Well, wait. I just thought of a problem. Because if I stitch it and see how, like, some of them, they come apart, this will eventually come apart. So I have to stitch it first before I fold it over. Thinking things through. Have I ever played Halo? Yes. And to answer your question, Mr. Hangman, I love Halo. Love Halo. That game has a very, very, very special place in my heart. I have plans for that game. I would love to do one day. Uh, but why do you ask? Ah, oh my gosh. Yes. I like Halo 3. Yeah, I Legendary on Halo is really hard. Um I've never tried Legendary. I've watched friends and family play Legendary. I'm not gonna even attempt. Hey, hi Link, how you doing? Damn. Halo 1 and 2. Hey, that's pretty good. That is awesome. Yeah. Probably the out of all the Halo games, the two I played the most of was Halo 3 and Halo Reach. So those two are the ones that those two are my favorites. Well, I wish you the best of luck on your Halo Legendary journey. I would love to play Halo again. I have it on my Steam wish list and I've had it there forever because I'm like, one day I'm gonna make an excuse to play it. And that I never do. One day though. One day I'll get like replay the games again. Hmm. Okay, I'm getting nitpicky with myself now. Because I don't like that this is going to be all frayed. Well, no, maybe it'll be okay for Jinx. Because like I said, it's gonna... I'll just stitch a lot. I'm gonna trim this and not cut my thread. Which I did successfully, by the way. So right here I am just doing the same stitch, but I am just going straight across, and then I will fold it over. I could have even gone further with this seam allowance, actually. Okay, so if anyone's to make this and doing the same technique that I am with these teeth, cut your fabric ever so slightly bigger than the foam piece. I realized I'm doing this on the wrong side. Unless if I do switch it over and I do this side, which I could do. I don't know. Decisions. What did you clip when? I'm so curious. Actually, I'm smoothing this out because this is not as smooth as I wanted it to be or as flat. Now you're getting to see my perfectionist side come out. I know I'm always like, it doesn't have to be perfect, and then there's me debating how I sew this one little piece. Yeah, and I'm actually gonna switch. So the stitch I was doing, the nice stitch on the other side, which actually I'm gonna go along this side now. Yeah, I wish that I did this too, not on such a big side. I did it on a little side. So I'm changing that up the next tooth that I do. And I think I'm even gonna cut it, I should have cut these a little bit bigger, but oh well. See, learning. A lot of experimenting for this con crunching. There we go. Okay, almost done, almost done. There we go. And there we go. All right. Sweet. All right. I'm looking forward to seeing whatever clip you just took when. Must have been really entertaining. Apparently, I do entertaining things sometimes, and I don't even realize it. Voice line worthy voice lines. What is? Oh my gosh. There we go. Just one more knot, and then I'll cut it. Sweet. Yeah, this will be a lot better now. These two pieces of fabric won't move anywhere. I know it's like tedious work. Yeah, I'm glad I flipped the stitch because see, you can visibly see the stitch on this side, which actually kind of, I don't know how well you can see that. Here, I'll show in this camera. It looks super cool on the side like that. Should I be doing with this with white thread? Probably. No, but I knew at least some of it would peek through, and I thought that this silvery purple was kind of cool. I wanted to show that off a bit. All right. And then for these, I have this thread that I want to use as my stitching all across here. 1, 2 for decorative, 2 to actually keep the foam in place of this. So it has a dual purpose. Sure. Could I have done this with glue? Yes. There is a technique where I could have just taken that spray on glue and laid the fabric over and then stitched it. But again, I kind of wanted to make it look not clean. I did want that like rustic, rough, kind of dirty, gritty type look. So, but any other character, and you see those like fancy details that are fabric but use foam, typically it would be spray on glue, you lay the fabric down, wait for the glue to dry completely because you don't want to gum up your needle, and then you stitch on it. And that's a really cool technique. It's really cool. Going for something a little different today. There we go. And for this stitch, I'm going to do something different. I am going to, so that it kind of has that kind of, what is it called? Like the street lanes kind of look. I'm actually just gonna, no going backwards, just up and down basically. The better will look the same on both sides. Making sure to pull it taut so it doesn't like kind of tangle. And it's okay that it's not perfect. I'm actually not going for the lines to all be exactly the same. Otherwise, I would be doing it very differently. And see, I messed up the stitch. I wasn't even paying attention. Oops. Yeah, it looks fine here, but you can see there I started doing like the backwards, forwards. My mind was there. There we go. Nope, nope, I almost made that mistake. But it will look messed up on this side, so I'll sacrifice that one stitch. I gotta remember it's first. It inches forward like a worm. It's kind of like a worm going in and out of the earth. or like a sea serpent going in and out of the waves. Yeah, and these clips are working super nicely. If I use these pins here, they would definitely be like all bent because the foam. Just so much foam and fabric to go through. Oh, wait, I missed something. I'm sorry. Alrighty, well, thank you, Mr. Hangman, for joining the stream. It was good to see you here, and I'll see you next time. Bye! Oh my gosh. You guys battling it out? See who's gonna win? There we go. Not a real command. No. But that was funny though. Could you imagine if on the stream avatars you could like challenge someone to a one-on-one duel? That'd be funny. That would be funny. There we go. I mean, look how cool this is looking. See, this is like a cool detail. And yeah, even though the fabric's like bowing here, I think it's like kind of giving cool shadows. Just wait until I paint it. I have painting ideas. There we go. There you go. Good job, Ka, for the win. Alright, tie it off here. Putting that thread aside. Now going to get some more thread. I will say I really like the color of this purple thread. I think it looks really, really nice. It's a nice color for sure. A good rich violet. It's funny, purple's not a common color you see in clothes. Clothes are in costumes and stuff. Even finding this purple fabric, I was kind of limited. But I'm super happy with what I found and what I have now. So I kind of hid my little knot inside here, so I kind of go in between the seam, and that's where I hid my knot. And then I just start like I have been. Ah, what got caught? There we go. Aw, thank you, Win. I know it's tedious, the little details. This is why cosplay takes so long. This is why someone's like, oh, I put like, 100 hours into this, 200 hours. It's because of all these the little details. So I will admit though, when I did the pattern for this and I test run some things, I didn't test run these teeth at all. So I hope that the proportions look good on the rest of the hood. Yeah. And this is already, I'm putting a lot of work into this little one. This is a single tooth. So I'm putting in a lot of trust that I got something that's gonna look good. But hey, that's the cosplay life, right? Where you cut and pray. You hopes that this works. You're like, you know what? I'm just gonna jump right in and pray it works out. Yeah, I think over the time my sense of proportions have gotten better. Yes, I do like things larger than life. I will admit, especially my props. But I think keeping the proportions, even if they are large, like this hood's actually pretty big. It's floppy, but I wanted it really floppy. I don't know, it's kind of meditative to do little stitches like this. Just feels peaceful. She's coming to life. Now that I'm doing this stitch, watch. Next time that I move on to the next thing, it's gonna completely mess me up. I'm gonna start swapping back and forth between different types of stitches. Ah. Alright, so it kind of frayed a little bit right here. But that's okay, because you know, I'm going to paint it, give it some battle damage, make it look like it's rough. But, yeah. I got a tooth. Gonna be a tooth on the hood. One. One down. Many to go. I don't even know how many I have. This piece I accidentally cut too long, but that's okay. There we go. Alright, gonna tie that off. Gonna cut that little thread. It's a long thread to be a scrap thread, but it's too short to actually sew with, unfortunately, sadly. There we are. I think it looks pretty cool. I know, it's like, oh, it's just a tooth though. Nothing special right now. Put it off to the side. Hmm. Thank you, Wim. Thank you. Alright, so back to, you know what, let's finish this fin. This side, the fin. So this little part, which is gonna need just not much thread at all. Yay! Exactly, Ka. Yay! Exactly. I know. You know, even if I don't get it ready for this weekend, I am pretty excited about where it's going. It'll be cool. I know it's gonna turn out cool no matter what. And at least I got it started too. Alright. So I'm gonna put my knot line up where I have the seam line right here. And now, yep, my brain's like, wait, which stitch am I doing? Which one am I doing again? I'm doing the like forward backward one. Forwards and backwards and then forwards again. Ah, no. Don't do that. Ugh. Slippery. Forwards and then backwards and then forwards again. Easy peasy. There you go. It's like a loop. And yeah, I didn't need much thread. Even this is like too much thread, what I just did here. There we go. There we are. All right. I know, super short. And then I'll tie it off. Yep. So super true, Win. I know. Yeah. Don't ever rush art. Otherwise, you'll be sad in the end. Words of wisdom for today. Yep. When your brain's like, wait, what are we doing again? Huh? What is this? What do you want me doing now? What do you want me to concentrate on now? Alright. So, this side of this fin is completely done. And now I'm going to work on this fin. There we go. Yeah, this one's really long. This will last me a long time. Sweet. Which I need. Yeah, I don't know if I'll necessarily get to today sewing the two fins together. But if I can at least finish sewing this fin, that would be great. I almost kind of want to, before sewing these two pieces together anyway, wanting to get to the base part of the hood, and seeing how that all works out first. Trying to plan here. Even though I'm like making up as I go, I'm still trying to be smart. Because also too, I don't have a whole lot of this fabric left, so if I mess up, I can't really go back. Kind of have a one shot at this kind of deal. Ah. And forwards and backwards. A new clip. Another new clip? Oh my gosh. I'm curious now. What did you clip now when? Oh no. Hey, I'm warning you though. If I find them funny enough, I'm adding them to the YouTube. People seem to like the other one. Remember a long time ago? Well, it wasn't that long ago, but my brush broke just suddenly. Yeah, people seem to like that one. Oh my gosh. You're good, Win. No need to actually apologize. But I feel like you're mischievously apologizing. Like, sorry, not sorry. You're good. A brand new brush. There we go. Ah! No, it got tingled. I got distracted for 2 seconds and it got tingled. There we go. Max concentration. There we go. You're funny, Win. There's a tongue twister for you, too. I'm sorry that I'm not sorry, but I'm sorry for that as well. If it confuses you, I'm sorry for that too. Yeah, try say that 5 times fast. I'm not gonna attempt. There we go. Caw. 5 times fast. Alright. There we go. I don't know. I don't. Nothing, Caw. You're good. You're good just chilling. I'm not asking anything. You're all good. You're just chilling. All is good. Everyone's good. Everyone's good and I'm tying knots. Yeah, I think today was fun to switch it up. Do something different than just painting. Do something fun, do something different. Work on some cosplay. The dramatic cat. So dramatic. That cat's so dramatic. Yeah. The drama. The horror. Alright, now tying this knot here. Always do it a couple of times so it doesn't slip. There we go. Cool. And then I'm just going to continue where I left off. Where I go forward and then backward. I think my stitches also have gotten slightly too big, so I think I gotta make them smaller. I kind of got excited and I'm like, oh my gosh, I see how this is coming together. But I'm like, no, gotta slow down a little bit. It's not like the big stitches are super bad anyway for this because I'm gonna end up sewing these two halves together anyways. So, yes, Win. I like the cat with the sunglasses. Here we go. Yep. And then that's just gonna be pretty much my plans for the rest of the day too. I have some things to get ready for the show this weekend, and then shark hood and ears. More animal ears. Which I have like a ton of the fur cut out and the foam for the ears cut out. I just have to make wires now for a lot of the pairs. And there's a couple of pairs that need to be painted too. That once they're painted, they'll be ready to put on headbands. So, yeah, really exciting. I have a feeling that this weekend's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be a great show, like always. It'll be good. It'll be awesome to see my people, to see all my cosplay friends. I've been watching their stories of preparing cosplays, and here and there, I haven't really been. I've been basically on the socials lately uh, just to post. But if they're like the first video that I see, I've been seeing little glimpses of my fellow cosplayers working on things, so I'm excited. Yeah, see them and see what are they've been working on and now in person. There we go. Gonna flip it. And nice. So have you decided when are you going to bring Spider Noir on Sunday? Like you were debating? And one of these days we should do a Spider-Verse like themed thing. I almost said meetup, but maybe not like an official meetup, but get some friends together at least. Be like, hey, this day we're all gonna be spiders. because I've been kind of wanting to bring my Spider Gwen back out. Yes! Yay! Yay! I'm glad that you're bringing back your Spider Noir. This time, are you gonna have a Rubik's Cube as a prop? Or did you have that last time? I'm trying to remember. I think that's so funny that's become like a prop for Spider Noir is a Rubik's Cube. Mm. You should, that's it. You should get a Rubik's Cube and that be your prop. Ah, I just saw the time. I have only 10 minutes left. Oh my gosh, where's the time gone? Um, I think what I'll end up doing is finish this part right here, and that will probably be it. That'll take up the whole 10 minutes. So, yeah. All right. Still, like, you know what? Good progress today. Good progress. My cosplay lineup is I'm doing season 1 Jinx on Friday, season 2 Jinx on Saturday, and KDA Ari on Sunday. Yeah, I'm really excited. I'm excited to bring Jinx back. It'll be fun. It will be fun. I'm excited. Ah! No, it looped. Looped around the pin. Oh gosh, it really looped around the pin. What? How did that happen? It almost, there we go. Almost got like caught. It totally got caught in the pin. There we go. Yeah, I'm excited. I know that so many cons, like especially recently, I've been wearing Jinx too, but I like I have a lot of fun cosplaying Jinx. I really do. And you know what? Who cares? I don't have to have a new cosplay for every con or switch up my lineup. I do what makes me happy. And yeah, it makes me happy to bring Jinx to these events. I have a lot of fun as her. And Arcane's still going strong too. She is. Jinx is great. There we go. There we go. almost done. There we are. All right, finish that little bit right there. Now I'm gonna tie it off. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with, I am happy with the progress that was made today. This is all good. It's all good stuff. Yeah, so, as for tomorrow's stream, probably going to work again more on the Jinx hood. We'll see how far I get today and where and what it looks like. So you'll kind of see this really cool time lapse happen where it's like it's gonna feel like one of those videos where these are the ingredients you need, throw them in a bowl, and now it's done. Gonna kind of look like that. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, exactly like the mini ramen. Yeah, so for tomorrow, thank you, Ka, actually, for reminding me because I almost forgot to mention this. As for tomorrow, it's probably going to be a shorter stream, just an hour, because I have to get everything ready for the show and I have to gather all my stuff. And Thursday is setup day. So, and then as you know, Friday is canceled because I'll be at Fan Fusion, which I'll be posting pictures and that kind of thing. If you're also going, you can also post pictures in the Discord. But anywho, Wednesday, I need time to gather all my things, but I don't want to cancel the stream. So it's just gonna be an hour, just short, nice. But yeah. Like I always say, I know I repeat this every time, but short streams better than no streams. So, and yeah, it'll be a chance to all hang out, get to show my art and the progress and all that good stuff. Nah. Thank you, Win. Thank you. Yeah, especially this one. I have so much stuff. But it's all good things. So please stop by my booth. I have a lot of new stuff I want to show. So yeah, I'll check on the clips, Win. Don't you worry. Yep. Nah. Yeah. Well, thank you everyone for who joined today and who was a part of seeing the process, especially me experimenting. Meow, meow caw. Alrighty. Well, thank you again, and I will see you all tomorrow at the same time. Alrighty. See y'all later. Bye.